right now, in this exact instant, something powerful is quietly awakening beneath the everyday surface of your life. You might not have a name for it yet, or even fully feel its weight, but there is an unmistakable movement rippling through your reality. The universe has been moving pieces behind the scenes for longer than you realize, lining up events, people, and timing with precision that defies ordinary explanation. What you are on the verge of pulling off isn't merely improbable. It is the kind of outcome that will leave people staring in stunned silence, asking how someone they thought they knew could suddenly achieve something so far beyond the ordinary. You've felt the prelude, haven't you? That restless current that jolts you awake at odd hours, staring into the dark with a sense that your current life is only a temporary address. That persistent inner tug toward a future you can't fully describe but instinctively recognize as yours. That quiet certainty that refuses to be silenced, no matter how many times you try to explain it away as imagination or impatience. These aren't stray thoughts or fleeting moods. They are internal alarms sounding. Your deeper guidance system has been recalibrating, tuning itself to a frequency most people never hear. The truth is, you have been selected for this moment, not because you are flawless, not because you have everything figured out, and definitely not because you feel prepared. You have been selected because you carry something increasingly rare, the audacity to believe that impossible things can become certain, when the right person shows up at the right time with the right resolve. Consider the greatest breakthroughs in history. Everyone began with someone who looked completely unremarkable from the outside. They weren't born with supernatural gifts. They didn't inherit secret advantages. What they possessed was the willingness to step forward when every external signal screamed retreat. But your path is different in one crucial way. You are not stumbling into greatness by chance. You are being deliberately guided into it. Every difficulty you've endured, every near collapse, every moment you doubted your own capacity, those weren't punishments. They were forging. Each trial installed the exact resilience, clarity, and quiet strength you will need when the stakes rise and the spotlight finds you. Your past setbacks weren't proof you're not built for this. They were rehearsals. Every time you fell and rose again trained your spirit to rise higher. Every rejection sharpened your ability to keep moving forward. Every dark night when quitting felt easier than continuing built the unbreakable core that will carry you through what's ahead. The people who watch your life from the sidelines still see the familiar outline, the same habits, the same circle, the same ceiling they've always assumed was yours. They judge your trajectory by yesterday's scorecard, blind to the quiet revolution already rewriting your code. Their skepticism isn't malice. It's the default setting of minds that have never witnessed someone truly outgrow the frame they were given. Doubt has shadowed every pioneer since the beginning. It's the litmus test that separates casual spectators from committed builders. The fact that you're still standing here, still listening, still holding the vision, even when the inner and outer noise says settle. Stay small, stay safe, proves you're built for the second group. What you're about to manifest will require you to step into a version of yourself. Most people have never met not a fabricated persona, not a performance of confidence, but the raw, unfiltered expression of who you've always been beneath the conditioning, the caution, and the years of playing smaller than your spirit demanded. Capacities you didn't even know you carried are stirring awake right now, latent strengths, intuitive precision, quiet resilience that have been waiting for this exact season to activate. The timing is surgical. Every lesson you needed has been delivered. Every skill you required has been sharpened. Every connection, insight, and moment of silent preparation has been placed so that when this window cracked open, you would be standing exactly where the light pours through. This isn't blind optimism or magical thinking. This is momentum you can already sense if you quiet the doubt long enough to feel it. You've had glimpses, those rare stretches when life flowed without force, when the perfect conversation arrived at the perfect second, when a resource materialized the moment the need crystallized. Those weren't accidents. They were trailer-short previews of what becomes possible when you move in sync with what's already been set in motion for you. The unimaginable thing you're about to pull off won't land in one dramatic explosion. It will unfold in deliberate phases, each layer revealing new depths of your capacity, each milestone proving the last wasn't a fluke. People will dissect it afterward, searching for the secret formula, the hidden advantage, the overnight genius moment. The real answer will be almost disarmingly simple. You finally stopped questioning what was always true about you. The people closest to you probably still see the same familiar version of you they've always known. They measure your ceiling by your past results, by the job you hold, the routines you keep, the dreams you've quietly shelved when life got real. Don't yet see the transformation already burning beneath your surface because most minds can't register change until it becomes impossible to ignore. Their skepticism isn't about you. It's about the limits they've accepted for themselves. Doubt has always shadowed those destined to break through. It acts as a filter, weeding out the tourists who only want to flirt with possibility from the ones willing to marry it. The fact that you're still here, still absorbing this, still holding the vision, despite the inner and outer voices saying, "Who do you think you are?" proves you belong to the second group. What you're about to accomplish will demand you become someone you've never publicly been, not by faking confidence or wearing a mask of bravado, but by finally allowing the truest, most unapologetic version of yourself to step forward from behind years of careful self-editing. Dormant strengths are stirring inside you right now, capabilities you've always carried, but never fully activated because the moment hadn't arrived. That moment has arrived. The timing is surgical. Every experience you needed to collect has been collected. Every lesson you needed to internalize has been internalized. Every connection, skill, insight, and quiet moment of preparation has been orchestrated so that when this window opened, you would be positioned exactly where you need to stand. This isn't wishful optimism or blind faith. This is momentum you can already feel if you stop long enough to notice. You've tasted previews of it, those rare days when everything flowed without force, when the right conversation happened at the perfect second, when a resource appeared just as the need crystallized. Those weren't flukes. They were demonstrations of what becomes possible when you move in harmony with what's already been set in motion for you. The unimaginable thing you're about to manifest won't arrive in one blinding flash. It will unfold in deliberate layers, each stage revealing new dimensions of your capacity. Each milestone proving the previous one wasn't a fluke. People will ask how you did it. They'll search for the secret strategy, the hidden connection, the overnight genius moment. The real answer will be disarmingly simple. You finally stopped doubting what was always true about you. Your metamorphosis is no longer approaching. It is in progress. It ignited the instant you refused to let ordinary become your permanent address. It gained speed when you decided other people's ceilings don't get to define your sky. And it is reaching full velocity right now, in this breath, as you allow yourself to feel the full weight of what's possible. Your metamorphosis is no longer approaching. It is in progress. It ignited the instant you refused to let ordinary become your permanent address. It gained speed when you decided other people's ceilings don't get to define your sky. And it is reaching full velocity right now, in this breath, as you allow yourself to feel the full weight of what's possible. The question isn't whether you have what it takes. The question is whether you're willing to accept that you've always had what it takes. Are you ready to release the small, safe version that felt comfortable but never fulfilled? Can you carry the weight of proving that impossible things become routine when someone decides they're not impossible anymore? Because once you cross this line, everything shifts. People will see you through new eyes, struggling to reconcile the person they thought they knew with the force you've become. Some will cheer authentically. Others will search for ways to explain your rise without threatening their own ceilings. But their reactions are background noise compared to the internal shift already underway. Success at this level doesn't just change your bank account or your address. It rewires your relationship with possibility itself. You'll spot openings where others see walls. You'll recognize leverage points that stay invisible to most. Your intuition will sharpen until it feels almost precognitive, guiding you toward moves that look reckless to outsiders but feel inevitable to you. The confidence that grows from achieving the unimaginable isn't loud or performative. It's quiet, rooted, unshakable. Fear doesn't vanish, but it changes shape from paralyzing force to useful signal. Your standards rise naturally. What once seemed impressive becomes baseline. Problems that used to overwhelm you shrink to manageable size. You'll gravitate toward bigger challenges not because you crave difficulty, but because your expanded capacity demands bigger containers. The comfort zone that once felt protective will start feeling like a cage, nudging you toward even greater expressions of what you can do. Most profoundly, you'll see potential in others where they see only limitation. When someone says that can't be done, you'll hear it as data about their current map, not as universal truth. You'll become living proof that the impossible is simply the unexplored, quietly inviting others to question their own ceilings. The ripple will extend far beyond your personal circle. Your breakthrough will give strangers permission to attempt their own impossible things. They'll hear your story and think, if someone like them could do it, maybe the rules aren't as fixed as I thought. This is how real change spreads, not through preaching, but through undeniable evidence that ordinary people can claim extraordinary lives when they refuse to accept ordinary limits. Your relationship with failure will transform completely. Setbacks that once felt like proof of inadequacy will become precise feedback. Mistakes will turn into data points rather than shame triggers. You'll approach obstacles with almost scientific curiosity, extracting lessons instead of self-punishment. This mindset shift makes you nearly unstoppable because you stop leaking energy on regret or self-doubt. The practical tools you gain reading situations accurately, spotting leverage, building strategic alliances will compound forever, making each next impossible thing feel slightly less impossible. Money will likely arrive, but it won't be the headline. The real wealth is the expanded sense of what one human lifetime can contain. You'll realize most people live inside self-imposed cages, accepting boundaries that exist only in thought. Once you break through once, you have the blueprint to do it again and again. The road won't be smooth. There will be moments when everything appears to collapse, when the very thing you're building seems to crumble. Those aren't signals to quit. They're tests of whether you truly believe the vision chose you. Every person who ever achieved the unimaginable faced these dark passages. What separates those who emerge from those who fold is relentless continuation. When continuation feels impossible, your support system will evolve organically. Some current relationships will fade as they can't match your new frequency. Others will appear as if summoned, drawn by the magnetic pull of someone living at their growing edge. You'll find yourself surrounded by people who speak possibility fluently, who understand that extraordinary outcomes demand extraordinary commitment. The version of you waiting on the other side of this achievement is someone you can barely picture right now. So here you stand, at the edge of the unimaginable. Everything we've walked through points to one unshakable truth. You were never wired for ordinary. The restlessness, the persistent dreams, the unexplainable certainty that something massive is waiting, these weren't delusions. They were your deeper self calling you toward a destiny that logic alone can't map. The transformation is no longer coming. It is here. Every word you've taken in, every spark of recognition, every quiet yes you've given during this message has moved something fundamental. You are no longer the person who started this video. The seeds of the unimaginable are planted and already rooting in ways you can't yet fully see. Your past has forged you. Your present has positioned you. Your future is calling your name. The only question left is whether you'll answer with the full force the call deserves. Will you step into the extraordinary life that's been waiting? Or will you retreat into the safety of familiar limits? The choice is yours alone. But know this, the universe doesn't waste signals. If this message found you, if these words lit something inside you that refuses to go dark, it's because you are ready. You've always been ready. Now it's time to show yourself, and soon the world. What happens when someone decides impossible is just another word for not yet done. The moment is here. Your time is now. Go claim what was always yours.